You guys, I bought a camera. It's been a year since I started making videos. I actually started making these videos on a GoPro Hero 8, but I quickly realized the limitations of the GoPro. So I switched to a DSLR, specifically my brother's Nikon D3200, which helped relieve some of those limitations the GoPro created, but it still felt like trying to swim through honey. It was just frustrating. It felt like what I can only describe as like claustrophobia. I guess I felt like my movements were so limited by the poor design choices that Nikon had gone with for this camera. I guess it never felt quite right. Now realizing that, I started the search for the perfect camera for me. Now I did the first thing I think everyone does, and I looked at a Canon. And I was so convinced that I was going to get the Canon 90D. I mean, I loved everything about that camera. The Canon colors, the EF lens lineup, it was amazing. But I started to learn about the strange ways that Canon limits their cameras. Like 24p only in more expensive cameras? What? No dual pixel autofocus in 4K? Okay. No autofocus at all in 120p? All right. Enter Fujifilm. I was actually watching videos on the Canon 90D, and I came across a video from one of my favorite YouTubers, Zach Mayfield, and it was actually a review of the Canon 90D. And it's funny, I actually fell in love with his personality and the way his footage looked. And he introduced the Fujifilm X-T4. And that's when my research began. Beautiful colors, good lens choices, a beautiful camera body, an amazing video and photo hybrid capabilities. $1,800? $1,800 is way too much. I mean, I had a budget to stick to, but it turns out if I just got the previous generation of the camera, which is pretty much the same camera, I'd save like 500 bucks. And it was only missing like a couple of things that I really didn't see as a deal breaker. Now, you may still be asking yourself, why Fujifilm? And it's tough to explain. Joining Fujifilm felt like joining a brotherhood or a cult. The way people obsessed over these cameras, I had to have one. This is all shot on the Fujifilm X-T3, by the way. I guess if all of that didn't convince me that Fujifilm was the right choice for me, I don't know what could. That was dangerous. Oh, we're back here. That's what it's all about. One thing that did impress me with Fuji, their code of ethics. They kept sending firmware updates to the X-T3 like 3 years after it was released. That's like unheard of. Usually once they jump to the next iteration, a camera company would stop supporting the old ones. I mean, they're constantly improving and they're listening to what the people say so that they can improve the things that the people want. It kind of feels like they care about their cameras and they care about the people. Oh, and they don't call vloggers stupid. Sony. So basically what I'm saying is, welcome to the Fujifilm X-T3. Stay tuned, because we're gonna have a ton of adventures with this thing. Like, comment, subscribe, so you don't miss out on any of it. And I'll see you in the next adventure. Peace.